Landscaping companies excel at consistent weekly maintenance, but many leave a significant portion of their most profitable work entirely on the table by failing to quote seasonal services systematically. We call these enhancement upsells. These are routine seasonal tasks like spring cleanups, mulching, and fall leaf removal. Your existing maintenance clients already need these services, but crews rarely have a formal way to report the opportunities, and the clients rarely receive a quote. This chart compares two approaches for a standard roster of 200 maintenance clients. Waiting for ad hoc client requests yields a 3.5% attachment rate, bringing in about $10,000. By systematically tracking and quoting those exact same services, the attachment rate jumps to 18.8%, capturing $54,000 in annual enhancement revenue. Capturing that extra $44,000 requires moving past field observations and treating enhancement tracking as a solvable data and workflow problem. The traditional approach to capturing this revenue is incredibly tedious. Office staff have to manually review client lists, check historical property sizes from field notes, write individual estimates, and enter pricing line by line. We are going to bypass that entirely. Using Python and the QuickBooks API, we will build a workflow that automatically identifies seasonal opportunities and drafts accurate quotes with zero manual data entry. Step 1 is building a seasonal trigger engine to figure out who needs what. Step 2 is a quote generator to build the actual estimate data. Once these scripts are connected, a weekly administrative chore that takes 15 hours to process manually becomes an automated revenue engine that runs instantly. Before we write the main logic, we need to authenticate. Go to your Intuit developer portal, generate your production API credentials, and securely copy your client ID, secret, and realm ID into your local environment variables. Next, we initialize a local Postgres database. This serves as the permanent memory for our tracking system, holding customer states, pricing rules, and service histories. The most common error at this stage is skipping the table creation. You have to execute the SQL schema scripts to build the enhancement opportunities table before you run any Python code. That database table is critical. Without it, the automation has no structural memory to track which clients have been quoted, which have accepted, and which are ready to be invoiced. Now we build the seasonal trigger engine. The Python script looks at the current calendar month and queries your QuickBooks account for all active maintenance clients. It then filters that list down to only the clients eligible for the current season services. To price the service correctly, the engine parses the existing text in your QuickBooks customer notes. It uses regular expressions to extract square footage and accurately determine each client's specific property size tier. That size tier is then matched against our hard-coded Python pricing catalog. A small tier property gets the $250 price tag, while an estate tier automatically pulls the $1,200 rate. With the client, the service, and the price calculated, the engine securely queues up a pending opportunity row in our local Postgres database. By relying on a coded catalog to handle the pricing logic, we completely eliminate the inconsistent, on-the-fly field estimates between different crew leaders. Step 2 is the quote generator. The script pulls the pending opportunities from our local database and packages them into specific JSON payloads, formatting the customer reference, the line items, and the total amounts. Pay close attention here. The item ref string in your payload must perfectly match the exact naming convention in your QuickBooks products and services list. If there is a typo, the API will reject the call. When the API push succeeds, Intuit returns a success code, and a fully drafted, client-ready estimate instantly appears securely inside your QuickBooks account. The Python script finishes by performing a final database update, changing the local status of that client's opportunity from pending to quote sent. Instead of paying staff to copy and paste for hours, this quote generator acts as a hyper-efficient, invisible sales team, formatting offers perfectly every time. Let's run the full workflow. Right now, our QuickBooks estimate queue is completely empty. We trigger the execution script in our terminal to initiate the automated processing. Instantly, the engine scans hundreds of active maintenance clients and matches them against our targeted seasonal parameters. The console begins a rapid-fire logging sequence, calculating exact pricing tiers, constructing JSON dictionaries, and pushing quotes over the API. If we refresh the QuickBooks application, the empty interface is now populated with dozens of newly drafted, perfectly priced estimates ready to send to clients. A 5-second terminal execution successfully handles the entire sales pipeline administration that previously required weeks of tedious manual entry. Moving the quoting logic into a Python application eliminates field pricing errors, ensures consistent formatting, and removes hours of administrative overhead per seasonal push. By implementing this database tracking and quoting structure, the modeled annual enhancement revenue shifts from $10,000 to $54,000, effectively tripling the client attachment rate. Now that we have captured this detailed attachment rate data in our local database, we can use it to pinpoint exactly which clients are generating the most profit. In the next module, we will use this foundation to optimize your overall customer lifetime value.